The British pound has been weaker through the European opening today on the back of much weaker than expected UK data. We saw that manufacturing production, industrial production, and construction output from the UK all contract on a much larger basis month on month. This saw the pound move back towards 129 levels against the US dollar, and we expect consolidation to continue in this channel between 129 and 130 against the US dollar. 129 represents a 9-month moving average, which has been seen as a very good support level, and we've seen a lot of selling pressure come in that channel between 129.50 and 130, which we expect to hold in the week ahead. Also today we had the release of the Euro area economic forecasts. The EU Commission basically increased the GDP forecast, the growth output, and they reduced the inflation forecasts. So GDP was increased from 1.6% to a revised 1.7%, and the inflation forecasts were dropped from 1.7% to 1.6%. Overall, the markets chose to focus on the weaker inflationary forecasts, and this saw the euro sell off against the US dollar. Now remember, the ECB is paying a close eye to price pressures in the Eurozone, and they will remain accommodative as long as the inflation figure falls below their target 2%. So this could probably see Draghi maintain a more accommodative stance at their meeting come June, and this would be bearish for the euro against the US dollar. Also, we had the release of the crude inventories in the US trading session yesterday. Data showed that inventories dropped more than 5 million barrels. This was much more than the expected 1.7 million barrel drawdown. This saw crude get a nice bounce in trading today, and the momentum has continued in trading today. We expect upsides in the crude contract to be capped at 48.70, and we expect a near-term target test of 44.30 levels as crude continues to remain pretty sluggish in the lead up to OPEC's meeting on May 25th. And finally, the economic calendar from the US remains very light today. Attention will focus to tomorrow's US inflationary data due out at 12:30 GMT. Now remember, inflation is something that the Fed is watching out for, and this could trigger dollar sentiment to increase following a much better than expected core CPI. If we see a reading above 0.2%, this will be supportive of the US dollar, and we could see the US dollar close the week on a very positive note.